Alright, welcome to a Robot Adventures review. Yeah! Children, don't watch this. Go away. We got a little bit of gin, a quarter of gin in there. Whoop. About that much gin. Don't really know how much gin that was. That was about that much. And we add a little bit of juice. That was some funky, I don't know what, those mixed fruit mixed juice there. Doesn't really matter what kind of juice you mix in there. And let's throw in some more grapefruit juice. I like grapefruit juice. Gives it that little bit of grapefruit juice. Open up that card. Here we go. Grapefruit juice. So we had a lot of juice in here, so it's not really that much alcohol then. It's only like 2 shots or maybe 3 shots. And then you had this blue. There's a little drip. Oh, that was a little bit too much. And then you get that. This stuff is only, this stuff is 21%. So, and then you make a nice little cocktail. A candy. Spink. It's alright. It's alright. So, I'd say this one we're doing the review of the Fall of Cybertron. I actually did this last night, but and I was like, I should probably do it again. Actually, I did like 2 takes, and then the second take, the battery died on me, and I was like, man, shit. So, yeah, I mentioned children go away. Bye-bye. If you want to see the whole campaign from start to finish, check out my Twitch page. Robot Adventures on Twitch there. Yeah, So let's see. Let's start off at the beginning. War for Cybertron. The War for Cybertron. The game before this game. Really nice game. Nice graphics. Good fun story. As far as the story goes, any Transformer fan knows the story. They know that the Cybertron, the Optimus, they had a battle and they left. I'm glad that they didn't go Bayformers on this. They didn't. They kept it to the G1 and that kind of timeline, which was I thought was nice. We didn't have to deal with these stupid fucking Witwiki and all that other shit. So that was good. So War for Cybertron led up to they fought, and then they led up to this part. The war was pretty much over, and they had to start thinking about leaving Cybertron. And so that's where this game starts. The preparing to leave Cybertron. Some of the gameplay mechanics differ from the War for Cybertron. In the War for Cybertron, if you didn't play, you had an option. You were able to choose one of the different characters. For example, in this screenshot I shot from the game, you could play either as Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, or Ratchet, and you could play the chapter as one of those. And they had different skills and different ways to play, and it was fun. There were 10 chapters in the first game, War for Cybertron. There are 13 chapters in Fall of Cybertron. So the story's a little bit longer. Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't have the option to choose which character you want to play as. Maybe they'll fix it later, I don't know. I don't know if they can, but with DLC, but downloadable content. But yeah, that was like you're stuck as one character. Also, the chapters don't give you a break between chapters. It's just one continuous start to finish, and so you actually have to exit out to take a break. That's another thing. Let's see. The multiplayer stuff, I think it's pretty much the same. Another difference. In Fall of Cybertron, you can upgrade your weapons, buy stuff at the store, and upgrade it, and you get these credits. I don't know if you can see right there, but that little yellow... Where's my pinky? That little yellow thing right there shows your credits, and the credits are given to you as the player. They swap from Decepticons to Autobots, so it's kind of weird. The Teletrans store sells weapons and upgrades to both sides, which is kind of like a bad arms dealer, or a good arms dealer, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of silly. And I think that's pretty much the main difference there. The controls, I think, were pretty much similar from War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. I think playing on the PC, you might want to get a gamepad or something. My pinky, because you have to left shift to do, to dodge, and my pinky was kind of hurting there. Got some almonds. Let's see. Good points. The graphics are beautiful. You could see rust all over everywhere. You can see the corrosion and stuff. Gameplay was fun. It was a lot of action. It just kept going. Boom, 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 boom. The pace was pretty quick if you followed the pace of the game. If you wanted to, sometimes you could find some trophies along the way. For example, blueprints, which would unlock more weapons in the Teletrans store, and audio files that would give you some tips on how to defeat some of the different enemies, and just give you some background info, which was kind of nice. But if you wanted to find some of those things, sometimes you would have to, go off, off the beaten path and look around. That really slowed down your gameplay. So if you wanted to just play straight through it the first time, I think that'd be good, and then go back and try to find the other trophies. It tells you pretty much how many trophies are on each level, and which ones you have unlocked and which ones you haven't. So it's not like you don't know how many you're looking for. So in the extras, it tells you which things you've unlocked and stuff like that. The cutscenes, sometimes as a player, you're walking through some vent or some place, and you don't want to step over this grate or something because you think it's going to fall down, but you can't jump over it. It locks you into the cutscene, and you have to walk forward and fall into this trap, or do something like, okay, that was just really stupid. Or sometimes, it asks you, it prompts you to hit a button, and if you don't hit the button, it doesn't do anything. It just keeps waiting for you to hit the button, which is kind of funny. And sometimes the characters will continue talking, which is also kind of fun. But yeah, it's got some of that, But the story, well, the story, so there's not much difference, or there's not much room to wiggle from that story. They're fighting, and they have to leave Cybertron. That's pretty much where you're going to end up. So you already know the ending of the story, and if you've seen the trailers, you already know Metroplex is there, and Grimlock is there. So the characters that are going to play, that are going to be in the game. It does lock you into some of the characters. So some of the characters you play as are like, oh, okay, I get to play as him. Oh, okay, I get to play as him. You don't really have a choice. Which, I wish there were more characters. There was some of my favorite characters didn't make didn't make it into this one. So Omega Supreme was in the last one. So, and some of the other characters I wish were in there, but they didn't show up. Yeah, so I'm hoping, I don't know if it would be possible, but I'm just thinking if there were some way to do some alternative missions or some side missions or something as DLC, maybe that would be great. I really like the world that they've built here. It's really detailed. I mean, there's just so much stuff. You just want to walk around and explore it. I thought it was really fun. But if you're going through the story, you have to go. Sometimes the particle effects on some of the explosions were a little bit too much, and you really couldn't see what was going on. Sometimes judging distance, you could really sniper some people from really far away. So, yeah, it was kind of hard to judge when or where exactly to shoot. So, as a big fanboy, I really like the game. I give it I'll just tell you, I give it about an 8. I'm more of a story and co-op kind of person. I like the co-op, but this one, you don't have the options like you did in War for Cybertron. First-person battle arena kind of PvP. Player versus player. I'm not really into that. It just kind of gets boring. There's no real story there, other than just kill. But so yeah, I played a little bit of that on the PlayStation. It's pretty standard, I guess. If you like that, it's also very pretty. But some of the control issues I had with some of the jets, Autobots or Decepticons. Sometimes you'd hit the turbo and they would just, like into the floor. You had to like slowly, and then they could fly off. It seemed kind of stupid. Like, why am I so sticky? Why can't I? I don't know. But yeah, there was no rebound or grind forward. It's just like you're stuck right there. Oh, that shit. Let's see, other control issues. Yeah, Grimlock was kind of tricky to control. Because you're assigned these characters throughout the chapter, you're constantly learning how to play new characters. So I can't remember which chapter it is, but when you finally get to play Grimlock, you have to learn a whole new set of, like, oh, okay, now this does this, and this does, oh, I can't jump, or I can't do this, or some of the characters have special abilities where they can, for example, Soundwave can eject Rumble and Laserbeak, and if you don't know who Soundwave is and you don't know why he does this, it might be a little bit weird for new players. Somebody who isn't a Transformer fan, like, why can he do this and the other characters can't? Some of the backstory doesn't get flushed out. As Transformer fans, oh, it's Soundwave. He's like the worshiper of Megatron. Whatever Megatron says, Soundwave is the super loyal guy. So we know Soundwave will always try to help Megatron, but he's not really explained very well in the stories. Like, oh, so some people might not know who these characters are or why they are doing this or something like that. It might feel very shallow, but it's an action shoot 'em up game. So let's see, anything. Oh yeah, so sometimes you get the assistance, the tips show up on the bottom there to try to tell you how to play the character. Like I said, you're playing new characters. Oh, this does this, and sometimes in the middle of battle, you don't have time to read it, or you like, what? And some explosion happened. If you sit there and read it, and you're not looking at where your character's going, and you might just die. Even to the very last battle, you are still getting tooltips. And I wish they had explained that a little bit more in the beginning, or they had done some more training. You know, like, why do I have these skills now when I didn't have them at the beginning, you know? So, it's, you know, the money, the credits swap back and forth. You keep swapping between Autobots, Decepticons. I don't know if you really feel that much of a loyalty towards any of these groups, but you know, as a casual player, you're like, okay, I'm just playing as robots shooting up, we could do this, and I don't really know what's going on. Could be that way. And I think that's pretty much. Oh yeah, one last thing. I can't remember how many times I thought this was kind of silly. You would shoot out a window or something like that, a compartment, and all the air would escape and would kind of suck the bad guys out or suck you out. And I'm thinking, why do they even have these pressurized air-filled chambers? They're robots. They don't need that. And you go into some parts of the city and they're like, oh, look at all the oxidation. It's all rusty down here. I'm okay, hello, why is there oxygen in this area? You don't need it. And then, you know, next thing they'll be sucked out into the vacuumless space? I don't understand. They keep asking Bumblebee to answer questions like, hey, Bumblebee, what do you think? Hey, I lost my voice box. I can't talk. Why the hell are you talking to me? Don't ask me questions. So, some stuff was like, oh, okay, whatever. Lots of references to the G1 movie. I really like that. They had my favorite, one of my favorite lines from G1 movie, given by Rumble. I won't spoil it, but maybe you can easily figure it out. And yeah, that's kind of fun. I liked it. Like I said, I gave it an 8. Big fanboy, so maybe a normal person would give it maybe a 6.5, 7. But yeah, a lot of fun. $60, a little bit pricey. But for the hours you're gonna have playing this game, I think it's worth it. Say you put in, 10 hours. I like almonds. Well, it's $6 an hour, isn't it? Not that bad. But, yeah, multiplayer mode, if you really like that kind of stuff, I think you'll get more value out of it. I really like the story, and I like playing it, and I want to go back and unlock all the trophies just because I like exploring the world. But yeah, it's a fun game. I recommend it to any Transformer fan, any action, fast-paced shooter kind of game. But yeah, fanboys might not, non-fanboys, just regular people, they might not like it so much, but don't know. I think it's better than the Gundam games, but I don't know. Gundamers, you guys tell me. Are the Gundam games really that great? Because they look kind of boring to me, but then again, I'm not a super Gundamer. Alright guys, Guild Wars 2 coming out tomorrow. I'm on Steam, so if you guys want to play this game or any of the other games, look me up, Robotadventures, Twitch TV Robotadventures, and if you have any interest in Guild Wars, you're gonna hear a lot about it. It's like, oh, it's the fucking awesomest game. Get on there, let's play. I'm down for that. Alright guys, and you guys who played with me already, you know who you are. Talk to you guys later. Kampai. Make your own cocktails. Bye bye.